Zark, when was the band first officially formed?
I don't know. We always had a lot of fun playing them, and we worked well together as a team.
It's a team effort, you'd say then.
Yes and no.
What is your relationship with the other members of the band? What kind of rapport do you share with them?
Oh, we're close knit.
What do you see for the future of this group, both 1 year from now and 5, 8, 13 years from now?
I don't know. I wouldn't like to speculate.
Thank you. Do before you join the band Idiot Dot?
Well, as it was, I was a poor black child in the ghetto, and one day I was out playing stickball with some of my friends, and this white man came up with this flaming red hair and just the most beautiful earrings I've ever seen. And he says, "I hear that you play the drums." And I said, "Slightly." And he says, "Well, we're forming a band." And I says, "Can I play?" And he says, "Sure, we're going to ask you to play." But the thing about that was I could have stayed a black child. I could have stayed a poor black kid.
Do you regret the choice?
No. See, really it wasn't a bad choice, because instead of being a poor black child, now I'm a rich white blind drummer playing with Idiot Dot and providing charity content.
In essence, you traded your eyes for a place in society.
And a higher tax bracket.
Interesting. I have another question for you.
Sir.
Have there ever been times when a lack of communication between band members has almost caused a split in the group?
Well, interesting enough, it wasn't lack of communication, but we did have at one time a fourth member of the group, Tim Arch, and he would play bass. But it wasn't a lack of communication, it was more the fact that the alcohol that he consumed when we were destroying hotel rooms and such during our charity concerts, he got too wrapped up in his alcohol and died in a fiery plane crash. I'd say about 2 years ago, and it was a tragedy for us all. And I'm sorry. He moved away. He moved away down to some place far away, and we'd never seen him. So now we're stuck with 3. But that's the closest we've ever come to a split, aside from college, which is fun. You get to listen to our tapes.
Individuals, both worldly and locally, have influenced you and your music?
Probably one of my major influences has been our warm-up band tonight, Joy Division, up through the later 70s, the early 80s, moving on into New Order and other groups like Bauhaus and The Cure, things. The dark, sort of new wavy, mysterious nature.
How about individuals around your hometown where you grew up?
No, it's more a reaction to them.
I understand. Do you consider yourself more concerned about fashion than other members of the band?
No. And speaking of fashion, where did you get that jacket?
There was a Salvation Army. I stopped that on the way, but aside from that, apart from your music, what do you do to relax?
I sing. That's about it. That and I do a lot of writing of songs, and poetry, and stories. I also buy dogs at the kids' collection.
How has your writing style changed over the last 3 years?
It's become more defined among my influences, as opposed to the quiet love songs of the 70s and early 80s, moving now in the mid 80s into more of the social disruption atmosphere, things like that, and science.
Well, do you treat the lyrics of your music with equal importance as the actual music itself?
Probably more important. Music to me has always been an entertainment, whereas your lyrics tell you the story of the occurrence of the band. The music must work with the lyrics in such a way as to promote, more sort of a unified structure of music. They're both music. It's just a question of what you're saying and what you're hearing.
Final question I have for you, Jim. Do you think alcohol has had a positive influence on the band, and why or why not?
It certainly has an influence. Only makes the band more.
What's that?
It says here that altogether